Please, thank you so very much, so many of you, for joining us for the post-meeting press conference. Come on, let's hear it for our victorious Aces! I'm going to walk you over this way so that I don't get in the way. And since he's got the microphone in his hand, let's start things off with Jaimon Lidsey, everybody. Bear with me, Gemma, because my programme got a bit wet, so I don't know if my scores are accurate with the way the ink's run, but that was some tricky conditions that you guys had to tackle in the end there. How did the track develop? Because it looked like it developed quite rapidly with that rain that hit us. Yeah. You might need to switch that on, sorry. There we go.
Yeah, it seems to be a bit of a pattern here at the National Speedway Stand the last how many meetings. It's been pretty wet, so you know, everyone's got their work cut out for them cleaning up, which is a bit of a tough job. But you know, we managed to get most of the way through the meeting. You know, we had to cut it short before heat 15 because just, you know, got a bit too wet out there. You know, even when you're in front, spoke to Dan. You know, you still can't see when you're in front just because the mist. But you know, we got the meeting done, and of course got the win, which is the most important.
Definitely. I mean, we hear a lot of talk about how this circuit can hold a lot of water. It can take a heck of a battering from the weather. But it's not necessarily just about the track and how it behaves. I mean, as you've already alluded to there, you guys need to be able to see where you're going. And when you haven't got windscreen wipers on them goggles, have you?
No, that's right. And you know, you can only have so many tear-offs on your goggles. And you know, it's just when it's misting a bit, it gets difficult. But you know, that's the joys of Speedway. We've got to race in all conditions, and as you said, the track can take a lot of water here. We're pretty lucky, but you know, if it doesn't stop raining, there's not much we can do about it.
No, absolutely. Now, this was our penultimate home premiership fixture before the playoffs hit next month. Another 2 league points in the bag, so hopefully that is going to be the first of several this week coming your way. We want to kind of stay at the top of the table if we can, don't we?
Yeah, well, that's the goal. You know, a couple more league fixtures left. We got Kingsland on Thursday and back here on Monday. So you know, we've only got a couple. Everyone else got a few more, but hopefully we can get some league points in the next couple of meetings, and we can be safe on top of the table come playoffs.
Definitely, folks. Let's hear it for Jaimon Lidsey. Let's have a chat. It's been a while since we've seen him up in the Peter Craven Suite, I think. So let's have a big hand for Captain Fantastic, Brady. Brady, kind of a similar theme with your questions. It's been a challenge for you over the last fortnight. You stepped up to number 1, I think, for the last fixture against the Sheffield Tigers. You look like you're settling in pretty well at the top spot in the team so far.
Yeah, it was nice to have a good one, really. I think probably I haven't been at my best the last couple of matches, and yeah, it was nice to make a bit of a return, I guess.
Well, you can tell, I mean, looking at your 2 teammates next to you, you're the cleanest of the 3. Even Lemmo's got a bit more shale on his jacket than you, Brady.
Have you been riding Lemmo or what?
You tell he didn't win. I think it was a great night for the whole team, really. That's definitely a shame we didn't get the last heat on, but thanks everyone for being here and sticking it out with us through the weather. And yeah, I said before the match we wanted to make a statement and really show everyone that we want to finish top, and that's where we're going.
Well, I mean, you and I had a chat on the way up here, didn't we? And looking at the result, because obviously we've got the aggregate bonus point on offer as well as 2 league points when we go to the Adrian Brooks Arena. 57 points to 27. You've got 30 points to play with there. You think you can at least get the aggregate point on Thursday?
I would like to hope so, but we will definitely be going for all the points. That's for sure. I think I wasn't actually at Lynn last time, but I'm sure we done quite well. And yeah, we're looking forward to Thursday. We're looking forward to the rest of the season, and yeah, we can't wait for the playoffs.
Absolutely. I mean, just touching on the Kingsland fixture, it's our final away fixture of 2023 before the playoffs. As you say, you didn't go to Kingsland last time the boys were there, but you have been there before. How do you find the track? Do you think it's going to be something that the boys are going to like when we head down to Norfolk?
Yeah, I think so. I think Lynn's kind of, you have to take it for what it is. It's definitely a special track, and its conditions are always good there. You just have to turn up with a mind to attack it, and yeah, it's a tricky track, but we've got a very good side, and I'm sure we will manage.
Hopefully so. I mean, Kingsland, you've got to feel just a little bit sorry for them. They've had some rotten luck over the last 2 seasons. Do you think they're bringing Robert Lambert in at number 1 is going to make any difference to the game plan and the outcome of the meeting on Thursday?
I'd like to hope not. But I think it's just good to see Robert back. Everyone wants to see world-class riders, and I'm happy to race against Robert, and it's good to see him in England, and hopefully we see a bit more of it in the future.
Hopefully so, folks. Let's hear it for the captain, Brady. Now, Bailey mentioned on the way up here that this is becoming a bit of a frequent thing for him, but there's a very good reason for that. Let's hear it for our rising star and British Jaimon champion. Connor, from your perspective again, another brilliant performance down at number 7 against your rival number 7, Anders Rowe. Probably one of the places where it made a huge difference tonight for the team.
Yeah, well, my perspective was a bit muddy towards the end, but no, it's another good meeting. I'm just happy to continue on and keep learning every meeting, really, and just bounce off the others and trying a few new things.
Now, I've got to ask you, because there was one particular race, I didn't note down which, but towards the end, when the rain was coming down, I noticed that after the first lap, you'd already used all your tear-offs and taken your goggles off. I mean, it must be challenging enough when you have, dirt flying in your face, but riding without goggles. Talk to us about that.
I had to put on the safety squints, but no, it's difficult, really. It wasn't even the dirt. I was too far behind, but even the water, when you're going a bit fast, pelts your eyes and hurts a bit. But I thought I better not pull in, because it'll be the one time I get a free point.
She's on the fritz.
It'll be the one time I miss out on a 3 point, so I thought I'll keep going, nurse it round, and see if someone falls off for me.
I mean, it's interesting because that is actually the attitude that you guys need to have in it, because Speedway is such an unpredictable sport. You don't know what's going to happen. You can't assume that the way that the race is when you're at the back is going to be the way it stays, and it's always important, isn't it, to finish all 4 laps whether you're at the back or not.
Yeah, well, I thought, difficult conditions and that, if anyone's going to crash, it'll be now, so... not wishing harm on anyone, but it'd be convenient, I guess.
Well, hopefully, we've had enough bad injuries in the recent weeks, of course, so the Benevolent Fund have been quite busy. But as you say, Connor, it's part of the name of the game of Speedway. We don't want to see anyone injured, of course. But at the same time, you've got to take the opportunity when those opportunities present themselves, don't you?
Yeah, of course. A point's a point, and they all count in the end, so, yeah. Just keep on keeping on, and I'm just enjoying it right now.
We're enjoying seeing you race, folks. Let's hear it for Connor Bailey, everyone. And last but definitely not least, let's have a big hand for the boss, Mark Lemmo. Lemmo, where do we start with this evening's fixture? I mean, Kings Lynn, I don't want to make any assumptions about any team being easy, because they're never easy. But, I mean, did we expect a little bit more than what we got from the Stars, especially with Robert Lambert in the side?
Well, first and foremost, I tip my hat for the shell that absolutely got me, caked tonight. But for the courage that the boys showed out on the racetrack, that was pretty special effort, to be quite honest. Very challenging conditions. That Manchester weather just carried on. This wasn't forecasted yesterday, and then all of a sudden it was here this morning, and it didn't disappoint. The British summer has been pretty horrible, so we had to deal with it, and the boys did an amazing job. But when we look at the opposition, obviously Kings Lynn haven't had the best season. Bringing in Robert Lambert, obviously is a feather for British Speedway to get him back, as we witnessed last year, and we know what he can do around this track and many other tracks. So that's a credit to Kings Lynn, even at this time, that they're still ambitious to try and push the envelope. But as far as competition, our boys, remain focused and committed. And tonight could have been one of those banana skin moments where we slipped up, and we had to really keep the pedal on the metal. And I think the class showed throughout proceedings tonight, even in the challenging conditions. But the boys, there's a little bit to play for at the moment, and they're aware of that. And I'm really just proud of the way they went about their business today.
Definitely. We've got 2 meetings now remaining in the Premiership before the playoffs. If my maths is correct, we've got 6 points to play for in those last 2 fixtures. Would that be enough to cement our place at the top of the table, or can we still be beaten mathematically to the top of the table by another club?
Well, I've not seen any results tonight away, so Sheffield will lose. What about the Wolverhampton Ipswich match?
Well, 46-44.
Oh, okay. So yeah. So Wolves can still challenge us for the top place. I think if we go to Kingsland and we win and we collect the bonus point and win against home to Leicester, I don't believe we can actually be topped off the top of the table, which would be kind of pretty nice. But it's like the minor premiership doesn't really mean a lot at the end of the day. We waited 29 years to win a championship, and those minor trophies don't mean much now. But we want to focus on the big ones.
Absolutely, and I think it's fair to say that these guys, if anyone can do it, this septet can easily follow the example set by last year's boys and go back to back. Would you say that's a fair comment?
I mean, that's the challenge. We set the goal at the start of the season. Obviously, to win a championship's great. To back it up and defend it. Dare I say it? I think if Brady hadn't got hurt in 2021, in the playoffs we could be going for 3 in a row. But let's not be greedy. We got one. We're going for the title defence. And Speedway, anything can happen. So we're not going to count our chickens just yet. I hope you enjoyed the Speedway tonight. We had a lot of people from the community join us tonight, maybe for the very first time, and I think that's pretty cool that we can do that. And thank everybody that was involved in that community project, and I hope everyone that maybe they're here for the first time tonight enjoyed their Speedway, and we'll see them again. But great night, considering probably wasn't the best spectacle, but a win's a win at the end of the day.
It is indeed, folks. Let's say it for Lemmo and the boys. Good rest of your Monday, the rest of your week. We'll see you Friday, August the 25th, for the Corning Colts versus